Hey guys, it's Rex. 2 years ago I made a video of me rebuilding the injectors for my F250 7.3 liter truck. The injectors are tired. Every one of those injectors were out of clearance as far as the shimming of the poppet valve, or the poppet and the solenoid. So I did a full teardown on each of those injectors, did a full rebuild, made a video on it, and in that video I learned later that my injectors were put together incorrectly, and I had a few people, specifically Jeff Roser at Area 52 Pro Diesel Repair. Thank you for letting me know. You know, that truck it kind of frustrated me that I even had to do it in the first place, and so once I did the rebuild of those injectors, they've sat in my garage for 2 years. So that truck's been on my driveway for 2 years. So I had some circumstances recently that have got me more motivated to get that truck running, and I'm either going to get it running and use it, or get it running and sell it. Either way. This video is about fixing the error that I made in the injectors rebuild. There's a hold down plate that I put on 180 degrees from where it should be. So in this video I'll show me breaking those injectors back down, checking my clearances as I go, and then correcting the mistake and putting things back together, again checking clearances. So I hope you enjoy. Thanks. Hey guys, it's Rex. On my last video for rebuilding the injectors, I made a huge mistake. On my injectors, there's a little notch on one side of the main body that needs to be opposite of this. So while this may look right, it's not. So we're going to take these apart, get things correct, recheck our clearances, and go from there. So we've got a T50, or excuse me, we've got an IP15 bit that we need to use for the solenoid. If you use a T15, you're going to wind up screwing up your splines on that screw. You need to use the right bit. That's why the providers of the shims and your rebuild kit providers give you these bits with the, well, they sell you the bits with the kit. So I'm going to show you what was done incorrectly, and we're going to fix it and put this back together. It's really just a couple minutes per injector. I should have done this a long time ago, but I didn't. Alright, so we've got our solenoid. I'm going to pull the plate up with it because I've got shims in between here that lift the solenoid up just a little bit so that it doesn't come in contact with the plate underneath it. Alright, so we're going to set that down here. Alright, and before we take this plate off with a T10, we're going to go ahead and check our clearances. We should have tight 4 thousandths, and we do. So I think we're going to be okay on that, but we'll remeasure once we get things turned around correctly under here. So again, this is a T10. They mix up our tools. We go from IP on some to a T on the others, on this one. So we'll take this out. All right, and we're going to make sure that we still have our shim underneath there, which gives us our 400th clearance, or 4 thousandths clearance. So be careful with this. Underneath here is the shim. Next we use our IP20 bit to loosen these 4 up. I'm just going to knock them loose initially. These are under pressure of spring underneath it. Alright, so they're all loose. Take these 4 out. See how that's pushing up, so you can hold down with your hand so that it comes up easily and doesn't mess up the threads or anything inside the body of this. All right, so once again, there is a spring under here. There's no shims under here, but there's a spring. So we're going to lift that up. All right, so this side here, with where the oil diverter spout goes, or the shield goes, needs to be opposite of this notch. So turned 180 degrees. I'm thankful that some folks pointed that out to me on my video, because I would have been upset when my truck didn't run when I put this back together. So that easy. So when we're putting this back together, now that we've got this side over here, let's turn this around so you can see better. By the way, the hold down I'm using is from BitterRoot. All right, so we've got a hole right here. This is where the oil comes out, and then it's diverted with the diverter top there. So we're gonna make sure the hole is facing this edge. So again, this is under pressure, so I'm going to hold down with my spring. Get a couple of them started, and I like the hold down I saw in one of the other videos. Use one of those T10 screws and put a plate across here just to hold it down, and it gives you room still to screw these down. It's nice. All right, so those all went on easily. Let's go ahead and get them snug. There's not a torque setting for this. I looked, so they just need to be snug. We're not cranking on them because those splines can mess up. Okay, so we're gonna switch to our T10. We're going to put the plate back on. We're going to make sure again that our shim is still there. It is. Get that started by hand. We use our T10. Hold it with a crescent wrench so it stays square to the body. We're going to measure again. We're looking for 4 thousandths tight, and that's exactly what we've got. Perfect. Perfect, perfect. I did have one earlier that I had to add another shim to. It was so tight I couldn't get the 4 thousandths gauge in there, but the 2 thousandths was a little tight also, so I added 1 thousandths and then we were good. All right, now that we've got that plate on, we're going to put our solenoid back on. So again, we're going to make sure that the solenoid faces the diverter spout. So on the back side, we've got a drain plate here, so oil can drain out. So we make sure it's opposite the side of the wiring harness. Get these finger tight, and we use our IP15 bit once again to tighten this back up, and then we are done with this one. So I'll get 8 of these knocked out. I've got, this is my third one. My hold down is there, came loose. All in all, I'd say that probably take right at 10 minutes maybe. All right, so that's injector number 3 for the night. Go with number 4. All right, so everything externally looks right. It's It's probably not. So we're going to set this in here.